Hello everyone, I am Teacher Joy and I am your guide in understanding Practical Research 1. In today's lesson, we are going to identify and understand the differences between the quantitative and qualitative research design. It is important for a student researcher like you to know which of these approaches is the most appropriate for your study by learning the fundamental characteristic of each design. Are you ready? Let's start!
Check your readiness. Let us first try identifying which of the following characteristics belong to quantitative and qualitative research. Analyze each item. Write QL if it is a characteristic of qualitative research and QN for quantitative. Write your answer on your notebook. Number 1. This design seeks to confirm a hypothesis about some phenomena. What and how many? Number 2. It is a systematic subjective approach to describe life experiences and give them meaning. Number 3. This research design is highly structured and uses statistical tools to gather and interpret data. Number 4. It seeks to explore, explain, and understand some phenomena. What and why? Number 5. This design asks closed-ended questions and examines cause and effect relationships.
Were you able to identify most of the items? If yes, then that's great. But if not, there's no need to worry. I will guide and help you throughout this lesson and provide you with other tasks to sharpen your knowledge.
Let's build your vocabulary. For this task, you may want to have your word list ready with you. Look at the following terms which you may encounter in this lesson. See what they mean using your dictionary. Write them on your notebook.
Good job! You are now ready to learn more about the concept and characteristic of the different research design used in a study. Good luck!
Your initial task. Look at the illustration. Can you tell which situation follow the qualitative and which one falls under the quantitative approach and why?
Now, by analyzing your given answers, did you consider how the questions were asked in each panel? Do you think that this question fall under a certain research design? Let's find out.
To come up with a good research design is needed. The type of research would depend on the purpose of writing the research. There are two broad categories of research methodology: qualitative and quantitative research. The research method determines the approach the researcher takes in identifying relevant data for the research and collecting and analyzing the information gathered in the research. Choosing either a quantitative or qualitative approach will affect the component of the research. Quantitative research is explaining phenomenon by collecting numerical data that are analyzed using mathematically based methods. This design is used to quantify the problem by way of generating numerical data or data that can be transformed into usable statistics. It is used to quantify attitudes, opinions, behaviors, and other defined variables, and generalize results from a larger sample population. In addition, quantitative approach uses measurable data to formulate facts and uncover patterns in research. The quantitative data collection method are much more structured than qualitative data collection methods. Qualitative research is concerned with non-statistical methods of inquiry and analysis of social phenomena. It draws on an inductive process in which themes and categories emerge through an analysis of data collection by such techniques as interviews, observation, videotapes, and case studies. Samples are usually small and are often purposefully selected. This design seeks to answer questions about why and how people behave in the way that they do. It provides in-depth information about human behavior. It is primarily exploratory research. It is used to gain an understanding of underlying reasons, opinions, and motivation. It provides insight into the problem or help to develop ideas or hypotheses for potential quantitative research. It is also used to uncover trends in thoughts and opinions and dive deeper into the problem. Qualitative data collection method vary using unstructured or semi-structured technique. Some common methods include focus group, individual interview, and participation observation. The sample size is typically small and respondents are selected to fulfill a given quota. Comparison between qualitative and quantitative research. Definition: in qualitative, a systematic subjective approach used to describe life experiences and give them meaning. In quantitative, a formal, objective, systematic process for obtaining information about the world. A method used to describe, test relationships, and examine cause and effect relationships. Goals: in qualitative, to gain insights, explore the depth, richness, and complexity inherent to the phenomenon. Seeks to explore, explain, and understand some phenomena, what and why. In quantitative, to test relationships, describe, examine cause and effect relationships. Seeks to confirm a hypothesis about some phenomena, what and how many. Characteristics: in qualitative, soft science. Focus, complex and broad. Holistic, subjective. Dialectic, inductive reasoning. Basis of knowing, meaning and discovery. Develop theory. Shared interpretation. Methods: less structured, data gathered through interviews, observation, content analysis. In quantitative, hard science. Focus, concise and narrow. Reductionist. Objective. Logistic, deductive reasoning. Basis of knowing, cause and effect relationship. Test theory. Control. Highly structured methods. Data gathered through the use of tools, equipment, questionnaires. In qualitative, communication and observation. Asked open-ended question in an effort to explore. Data provided as a narrative feature or objects. Basic element of analysis, words, individual interpretation. Result may be presented subjectively, may reveal biases, values, or experiences that impact how the results are interpreted. Uniqueness. In quantitative, instrument, ask closed-ended questions that give quantifiable answers. Data is in the form of numbers and statistical results. Basic elements of analysis, numbers, statistical analysis. Results are documented using objective language, generalization.
Congratulations! You now learned the very important concepts of the qualitative and quantitative research design. Let us try to sharpen your knowledge for better comprehension.
Your discovery task, Activity 1. Am I right? For this task, read and comprehend each statement. Write yes if it is correct and change the underlined word or words if not. Write your answer on your notebook. Activity 2. What am I? Directions. Study the table below and try to fill in the missing characteristics of qualitative and quantitative research based on their counterparts. Write your answer on your notebook. Activity 3. Mix up. Directions. Rearrange the jumble letter to identify the missing term in the following statement. Write your answer on your notebook.
Excellent job! You were able to complete all the activities provided to sharpen your comprehension in this lesson.
Let's sum it up. There are two main types of research design: qualitative research and quantitative research. Quantitative research is a systematic approach in studying a phenomenon which utilizes highly structured statistical methods to gather and analyze the data. It has an objective perspective in data collection and seeks to confirm a hypothesis. This research is widely used in different branches of science. In addition, quantitative approach uses a large number of samples and generate results that represent the population. Qualitative research focuses on the what and why of a phenomenon. It seeks to explore, explain, and give meaning to human behavior and experiences and how being perceived the world. This design uses a small number of samples and highlights the uniqueness and richness of data gathered from the population. Researchers must be able to choose and use the appropriate approach in his or her study in order to arrive at valid results. Quantitative and qualitative research method possess specific characteristics suited to study a certain phenomenon, therefore making the data collection, interpretation, and analysis more manageable and factual. Your final task. Direction. Read the following example and decide whether the statement can be studied using quantitative or qualitative research. Write QN for quantitative and QL for qualitative. Write your answer on your notebook. From what you learned in the discussion, cite the difference between quantitative from qualitative research. Write your answer on your notebook. Your reinforcer. Directions. On a drawing paper, draw an object which you think best describe or represent the two research design you've learned, qualitative and quantitative. You may use coloring materials to highlight certain aspects of your illustration. Have fun! Your reflection. What are the new things you've learned today? How can you apply them in your daily life? Write them in 3 to 4 sentences on your notebook.
Outstanding! I know you can do it. You are now ready for the next adventure. See you again next time.